I'm Big Lou Barbecue, and other things I want to do, and we're going to do some Creole Jambalaya. I know I've already got 2 jambalaya videos, one involving smoked turkey and one involving rib tips. Actually, I'm going to be using rib tips in this jambalaya. But we're going to do Creole Jambalaya. The other 2 jambalayas were Cajun Jambalaya or brown jambalaya. See, if you're not from this area, maybe you don't know, but there's basically 2 types of jambalaya. Cajun Jambalaya, also called brown jambalaya, and Creole Jambalaya, also called red jambalaya. What makes them red? Tomatoes. All right, got some homegrown tomatoes here. Probably only use one of these because I'm making a small pot of Creole Jambalaya. But basically, if you put tomatoes in it, it's Creole Jambalaya. If you're over near New Orleans area, kind of where I grew up, red jambalaya, Creole Jambalaya seems to be prominent. Where I live now in West Louisiana and Central Louisiana, brown jambalaya seems to be prominent. But we're gonna put a tomato in it, and I'm gonna use a little bit of tomato powder too. And so I'm not gonna keep this video long, and most of it's just gonna be sped up camera work and some voiceover, but it's not a whole lot different than the other jambalaya videos, except we're putting tomato in it. Since it's Creole Jambalaya, I figured we'd use a cast iron enameled tomato-shaped pot. We're going to brown up some sausage in the bottom of it. I do turn the pot to the side so it'll match the camera angle a little better. And we get that sausage out once it's all browned up and it got that delicious fond down on the bottom of the pot. We add in the Cajun cooking trinity, which is celery, onion, and bell pepper. 1 rib of celery, half a medium-sized onion there, and half a bell pepper right there. Get that onions caramelized up, and we add in 4 cups of homemade pork stock. There's a few dashes of Worcestershire, not homemade. A few dashes of hot sauce, not homemade, and maybe a tablespoon or a little more of Cajun Creole seasoning that is homemade, and the recipe will be down below in another video. All right, we're going to add in some tomato powder. If you don't have tomato powder, you can use tomato paste or tomato sauce, okay? But Creole Jambalaya has tomato flavor in it, so I'm adding in that tomato powder. At this point, I add in my meat. I'm using rib tip meat from some, when I smoked some ribs the other day, I use about twice that much rib tip meat. You can use chicken, country style pork ribs, whatever you want to use. I also added back in the sausage, and both those tomatoes peeled, seeded, and diced up. All right, at this point, we're going to add in 2 cups of white rice, and we're going to cover it up and let it boil, raging boil, for 5 minutes. So we set that timer for 5 minutes, cover it up, and let that white rice go. Now, once that timer goes down, we're going to lower it down to low. Drop it all the way down to low. My induction stove there does say low, and we set that timer for 25 minutes. We don't stir this white rice. Once you drop the white rice in, just stir it that once, and then don't stir it again. 25 minutes, Big Lou, 25 minutes. And we're going to let that just sit there for 25 minutes, and it's going to be taste test time. It's the final countdown. All right, we here, guys. We are here. Look at that. Look at that delicious Creole Jambalaya. Shut up, timer. All right, now, I'm gonna serve it with some homemade buttermilk biscuits that I made from scratch with buttermilk that I made. All right, let's take it out. Pop that Creole Jambalaya. It's that red jambalaya with the tomatoes in it. Right there in that bowl. I want a little bit more than that. I'm hungry. Oh yeah, let's taste test this, buddy. Look at that steam coming off that. It's gorgeous. All right, y'all. Look at that. Look at those biscuits. Fluffy buttermilk biscuits with butter on it. Go with that Creole Jambalaya. I hadn't made Creole Jambalaya in quite some time. Been a little while. Let's get it. I want some rib meat and a piece of sausage in this bite. It might cause me to chew too much though. Let's go. Right there. I don't have any rib meat in that one. Rib meat and sausage. Come here. I can't get it. I'll stab it. There you go. I stabbed it. Gotta blow on it. It's still hot. Oh yeah? It's good. I'm used to eating brown jambalaya nowadays. But you know, Creole Jambalaya is pretty good. It's been a few years since I've made it. Always good. Buttermilk biscuit too. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue.